Who like to keep it right outside the off zone and bring it back in. He's so used to that line, hits that line very often. Now he has to reassess that line. Let it swing out. That's something that's very hard. Oh! That one he invoked an edge. It's going to run away for a single. It was really well bowled. That's, we were just talking about reassessing the line. He just did that. Well bowled, invoking an edge. And this is the big wicket that, you know, that these guys want. And again, this is the big partnership. This is the big wicket that they want in Vikram. They can get him out. They feel they have a really good shot. But there are plenty of batsmen to come, namely Aditya Gupta and Akul Gupta sitting in the dugout. This one, oh! And he's found that line that he wants to bowl. Saw that he's swinging the ball out. Just past the outside edge of Aryan Shah, dropped by the keeper, so it wouldn't matter if there was an edge, but really, really good bowling here. He's really adjusted really well. Here comes the final delivery of the over, as long as it's not an extra. Again, the Royals would have to love what they've been doing so far. bowl. Another leave here. That's very rare to see a leave in the 9th over of a T20 match, but the TCL-Youth are 43 for 4. Vikram and Aryan Shah, they are going to be the ones to take this one through. They're going to need to bat for at least another 6 overs to really give their big hitters time to breathe and let them come in the 5 overs and really slog it away.
The bowling card.
And here's the bowling card. You see Sandeep has bowled 3 overs. I'm not sure if they want to finish it yet. We definitely want his ball into Vikram, but Sandeep has bowled 3. He has 9 runs with 2 wickets. The other wicket taker, Vishwas, still did 2 overs, 6 runs and a wicket. Took the wicket of Rohan Phadke. Zishan has bowled an over, and Jalandhar has bowled an over. I believe Jalandhar is coming back into bowl, and he is. He's getting good outswing, so that's what they want to utilize. He's someone who does move it out quite a bit, so they want to utilize that. You can see the field, even with the power play over, they still have kept it very intact. There is a 3rd man, deep cover, and a wicket. But besides that, everyone else is inside, so they're really making them say, go run it. Here goes on his first delivery. Ooh, that one played to that point fielder. Any easier in that 2nd inning. I know the pitch will dry up, but again, you should expect tough conditions for the Royals to bat, and that doesn't look like an easy track today. And now they have moved up mid-off back to a long-off position. Again, I'm not sure if you can hear, but the wind is really, really blowing. It's starting to get a little bit cold out here. And this delivery is good length. Good call there by the batsman to say no. They just can't afford it because they need to score a little bit. Just can't afford to lose into the next 6 or so overs. Get up to around 900, they would be in a great spot. This one's swinging again out straight to Snell. He doesn't want to find that extra cover. Has moved back to mid-off, so there is a single there if you want it. Oh, and that one a flashing blade there by Vikram is gone at the edge. It doesn't look like it's going to go for 4. Just a single. Maybe they could go on for the overthrow. No, they don't. RHL sends him back, so they do get a single off of it. They do release some of the pressure.
Batting
and now it looks like that cover fielder will be brought in. We'll see if any of the other fielders will be brought in. Even the wicket is staying deep. And long on and long off are being told to stay at their position. So again, if Aryan Shah can push it straight into the V's, he's got singles all around the board, there, and in mid-wicket. So let's see what he does. And he's worked this one to short mid-wicket, but Jalandhar did well to get there. Oh, and he's gone over the keeper. Good backup there by Mayur. Jalandhar just a little bit of a misfield, allowed a single, and you can see he's a little bit upset with himself. He felt like that shouldn't have been one. Sun looking to show his face for the first time all day, so hopefully that gives sign for some better weather as TCL-Youth move to 44. Again, they're 4 down. This is the second to last ball of the over. The last ball, excuse me, of the over. 50 is on strike. Again, Royals would love to have this wicket. This is a big wicket for them. They love to just get one of the Gupta brothers out before it's 10 overs. Oh, this one is just worked behind square leg. Should push 2. Vikram has a slip and a fall, and he seems to be in a little bit of pain. And this is what we were talking about, why they were blow drying. He seems to maybe, I don't know where he's hurting. He seems to be in a little bit of discomfort. Looks like his hand, he's taking off his glove. This is a big blow for TCL-Youth if he can't continue to bat. It looks like he landed on his hand pretty hard. Again, this is why they were going to blow dry the pitch. He was looking to come back for 2, and as he looked to stop, he fell down. So we'll hope he's okay. Again, the TCL-Youth will be a big loss for the viewership and for TCL-Youth if he does not continue to play. Again, it looked like as he was looking to go back for a second, he slipped, hit his hand. Maybe his wrist is hurting. His glove immediately came off. So we'll see if he can continue. It looks like the 12th man in the bright neon hoodie came out and gave him some spray, some water, gave Aryan Shah some water. He's been out there for some time. You see the batting card right now. Abdullah has scored 7 runs, but he was gone by Sandeep. Abhiram, same result from Sandeep, the same delivery, same edge. He was out for a duck. Rohan was taken by Vishwas Sodhi after he hit him for a 6. He looked to start to feel in some feel, but another edge just straight back to Mayud. And you see Mayud, just a consistency on that wicket scorecard. And then Sarnam, the unfortunate run out, the confusion between him and Aryan Shah cost him his wicket. So we're getting some drinks here as, again, Vikram has fallen on his hand. Looks like his wrist might be a problem. So we'll see if he continues to bat or if he decides he can't do it anymore. He's left his helmet and gloves there by the crease, so it looks like he might be trying to come back. You know he wants to come back. It's a final. The adrenaline's pumping, so we'll see if that does something. You look at the bowling scorecard now. Again, Sandeep has 3 overs. It's 1 over left. I think they're saving him for the death. So the bowlers remaining. Zishan, he has 3 overs left. He's bowled an over for 8 runs. Gayud has 3 overs left. He's bowled 1 over for 5 runs. Sodhi has 2 overs left. He's bowled 2 overs for 10 runs and a wicket. Snehal has 3 overs left, or 4 overs left, excuse me, and has, 3 overs, and has given up 7 runs with no wicket, and Jalandhar has bowled 2 overs with 4 runs given up. He's got 2 remaining, so we'll see who they use for the death again. The wind is being a little bit of a factor here because for the bowlers, you look at a guy like Snehal, you look at a guy like Vishwas, they usually bring the ball back in to the right-hander. Now their balls are starting to move away from the right-hander. They seem to have adjusted, but as a batsman who's played these bowlers before, and you are assuming, okay, it's coming in, you look at the action, look at the way he's releasing off the hand, it's coming in, playing for the one to come in, and then it just starts to take away with the wind, and then sometimes the wind dies a little bit, so then it doesn't go as much. Sometimes the wind picks up mid-ball, and it goes more, so it's really tough to manage for the batsman. Looks like Snehal's going to come back for the second over here in the 11. 10 overs are up. And again, it looks like it doesn't look like the conditions are going to be much better for the Royals when they come out to bat. I think it's going to be very tough. Again, the wind is adding extra swing to it, especially for bowlers who maybe swing it one way but it comes back in the other. We'll see how the TCL-Youth manage that. There is a guy named Shaleen, player named Shaleen on the TCL-Youth who does usually bring it back into the right-hander, but if the wind is still blowing, you have to think that the captain is saying, look, if these guys who usually bring it in, we're moving it out with this wind, let's get Shaleen in here, let's get them thinking, okay, it's coming in, and then get one to come out, see, and just experiment with that. It looks like Vicky is okay. He's come back out to bat. He's putting his gloves on, he's going to put his helmet on, so fortunately for the TCL-Youth, unfortunately for us, he is still able to bat. The TCL-Youth need him to bat as they are at 46 for 4 after 10 overs. So they really need to get a move on here. They got 10 overs left. Here, you know, the Royals have some good batsmen. You look at a guy like Snehal, Hardeep, Mayud, and Sandeep, all really good batsmen there. Vishwas Sodhi can come and knock around as well. So good batsmen to come, and it's a very deep batting lineup from both sides. So again, for the TCL-Youth, it's all about just picking things up now. You've made it to 10 overs. You want to make the next 5 overs with these 2 partnerships. Look to push the single doubles. Don't have to take any big risks. And then the last 5 overs, you can use your last 5 wickets for the big hitters like and Akbul. You have those guys sitting in the dugout who can come in and come hit big. So that's, I got to think, is the ploy from the very experienced Vicky and Aryan Shah. So here comes the first ball of the 11th over. So this one again swinging out, cut straight, and at the back of the wood there is a deep cover, a long off, a mid on, and a deep mid wicket. So it seems like they're going to hit that good to back of the length, and it's there and say, okay, you can play me over cover on the up, or you could try to take me straight through, but you are not going to be able to push these gaps here. And this one fuller in length, and it's placed straight to the man at cover. Might have just outdid himself, but well done there by Sandeep. So Snell's bowled 2 overs so far. The ball is starting to swing out a little bit. 4 games usually brings it back in. He's bowling really well. And this one is an under edge, and it looks like might run away for 4. No, it looks like it's just going to be 1. And they're pushing 2, and they do end up taking 2. So much needed runs for the TCL-Youth, they do get it. Here comes the next delivery, and this one down the leg side, and well kept there by the keeper. It is a wide ball, and that's the issue with a little bit of wind coming in. He usually brings it back into the right-hander, but the wind is forcing it to go back away from the right-hander. So now you have to assess your line, because sometimes the wind comes, sometimes the wind doesn't. He was starting that one on the leg stump, and due to his natural angle, it fell down to the wide line. So see how he rebounds here. And this one swinging straight to a dispute at cover, allows him to get a single there, and it's just going to be another single. Again, that's a big single. That is a big single. TCL-Youth need runs, and need them come pretty often. They have 48 runs on the board. This is the 11th over going right now, so they need these runs to come on. They have brought everyone in. The deep cover and the long off have come in. Deep mid wicket remains outside. I think Snail just keeping him there for protection if the one stays a little bit shorter. IHL likes that full shot. This one on his pad, high elbow shot, plays straight to long on, and they do sneak a single. So this is what we're talking about, what TCL-Youth need to do. They need to do this for the next 5 overs, continue to tick tock, keep the scoreboard ticking, and then let your big hitters for you and coming with 5 overs to go. Some runs on the board. You have Adi and Uncle still sitting in the dugout, who can come in first ball and start going wild. And the field opens back up as Vicky comes back on to strike. It seems like they want to keep Aryan Shah on strike as long as possible. Again, Vicky, a very dangerous player. And that one's gone high up in the air. I think it might go all the way to the boundary. And no, it doesn't. It's just going to be 2 there. It was a top edge. It was down the leg side. Fortunate for the Royals that it did not run away for a boundary. Probably should have been put away. I think on another day that would have been a big 6. But the TCL-Youth end the 11th over 53 for 4. And they've got to get a move on things, as Aryan Shah will be on strike in the next over. It is a cold one here today in Fuquay Arena. The jackets are on, the hoods are on, everything's on. Only the players, they're moving around, so they are loving it. But the wind is blowing, no sun to speak of, all clouds. It was raining a couple hours ago. A great job done by TCL to make sure this game can happen. They put a lot of work into it. You saw them blow dry in the field earlier. And looks like the bowler that will be back is Jalandhar Singh. He's going to continue to bowl. He's bowled well. It looks like they're going to want to keep these going. And the field is all in except for the deep mid-wicket fielder for Aryan Shah. This is who they want on strike. They want to keep him on strike for as long as possible. He seems to still be out of touch, still hasn't found rhythm. When he's in touch, he's a phenomenal bat. We'll see what he can do here. You know he'd love to just take one over the infield and make them pay for that. And this one just touched straight to third man. Aryan Shah was eager for that one, but Vicky wisely sent him back. Good backup there at mid-on. And now Vicky and Aryan Shah come and have a conversation. Aryan Shah looks just a little bit antsy there in the middle. He just doesn't seem he just seems out of touch, out of rhythm right now. Doesn't seem to be getting in the full flow of things. Hasn't picked up the conditions, and Vicky's just saying, look, we need to score, but don't throw your wicket away. Let's take the smart runs. You see the infield, get on the back foot quickly. They're bowling that same kind of length and try to push it towards the leg side. And this one, he's worked through the leg side. They should be able to pick up one as there's no mid-wicket. They do pick up one easily. And Vicky is back on strike, so that means the field will open back up again. Deep cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid-wicket. Yeah, you tell me your record, and then I know you're a stats guy. That's why I wasn't going to you right away. Whenever you're set, you tell me, and I'll do it. And cover's being told to come a little bit more towards extra cover now. That deep cover is there. He likes that area, so they're trying to entice him to play through there. This one, again, short, work through third man for a quick single. And just as the bowlers rotate, oh, and an overthrow, should push for a second. Oh, well done by the backup there. Hit then at backward square leg, did well to stop that one from being any extras off an overthrow. But now, just as the single was taken, the fielding closes again for Aryan Shah. The deep mid wicket, the deep cover, the long on, and the long off all come in. The slip has been taken out and has been pushed to a deep short mid wicket. So now they're saying you have to take it over us if you want to go and rotate this strike. So here comes the next delivery now of the over. And right on his pads once again, and the fielder in the right place at the right time, not allowing them to take a single there. TCL-Youth would love to get a move on here. They face 4 deliveries here in this 12th over. Aryan Shah, he's played a lot. He's been in for quite some time now. He's got to start getting some runs on the board. He can't just look to survive. Can't be a sitting duck out there. And this delivery outside the off stump, and that's what we were just talking about. And he's played it through covers, and that's the 6th extra cover. Aryan Shah. That's just what we were saying. He needed to get one just over the infield and say, look, I'm not going to sit here and take all of this. He gets one that's just a little bit over pitch, gives him enough room, and he's played this one over extra cover for a beautiful, beautiful 6. And now the ball finding committee is out. It's a tough place to go and find the balls once they're hit into that place. The drinks have come out for the batsmen, and TCL-Youth have got to be encouraged. They've seen the 2nd boundary of the day. Yes, you heard that right. The 2nd boundary of the day in the 12th over. It's been a slow start for the TCL-Youth, but now they're starting to pick things up. Again, the ball finding committee is out. You see about probably 9 guys from the Royals going to look for the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if an umpire joins them at some point. The only guys that would go out and look are the keeper and the bowler. So again, this is exactly what we're talking about for Aryan Shah. Now let's see how the Royals react to this. He hit one over them. Do they say, okay, now we're going to push a cover fielder out? Or do they say, okay, do it again and dare and let him keep playing that and maybe hope that he makes a mistake at some point? Do they bring a slip back in play because now he's starting to slash? Do they bring him to third man? Do they bring third man in and bring him finer? It's more of a catching spot. We'll see what happens. And it looks like the ball finding committee has been successful in finding the ball. Yes, they are. The umpire was with them, so let's see now what happens. That was the end of, no, there's still 2 balls left in the over, in this 12th over. They hit their 2nd boundary of the match. Aryan Shah finally getting things going. Now I think there's a discussion happening between the captain and a couple of his players to see, okay, what are we going to do now that he's starting to really get in the mood of things. He's starting to hit around a little bit more. Do we go and push that cover fielder out, or do we dare him to go over once again? The wind is blowing. It is it's pretty cold out here, but we're happy to see some cricket and see the Division 1 T20 finals. Again, now it's a big, big call here for the Royals, and it looks like they are going to put a deep cover fielder out there. So now if you're Aryan Shah, you've got to realize, look, there's a deep cover. Singles are there if you can push it through that gap. So now let's see how the bowler reacts after being blasted for a 6. Again, just the 2nd boundary of the innings for the TCL-Youth. The first one came from Muhammad Abdullah. He hit a 6 over that same region of the ground against Sandeep. And Sandeep with the man in deep cover now. And this one is shorter on the stumps, and they do squeeze a single as that one was played in between square leg and mid wicket. And that is the end of the 12th over. Aryan Shah will retain strike. The TCL-Youth are 62 for 4 after 12. So again, this partnership would want to last 3 more overs. Oh, and they're saying 1 more ball. Each side is saying 1 more ball. We have in from the commentary box from the score section saying 1 more ball. The scoring from the TCL-Youth is saying 1 more ball. Now the umpires are going to go and have a word, have a chat. We'll see what they come up with. And I believe they're saying over up. And now the scores are coming out to say, look, this is what happened. This is what we have. Come look at it. What do you have? If the over is up, I believe the new bowler is going to be Vishwas Sodhi. He's bowled well. He took the wicket of Rohan Fadke. If the over is not up, then we have Vikram on strike to play the last delivery of the 12th over. The umpire is having a discussion with the scorers. This partnership has scored 30 runs on 33 deliveries, and that's all they need to do. They just need to continue to keep it ticking, go run a ball, run a ball, run a ball. Again, they have big hitters to come, so if they can last another 3 overs at this rate, this is plenty. Arya Shah is trying to get his stride. It seems like Vicky has found his stride and found the niche that he wants to go into. If these two can both do it, then they'll be just fine. And it looks like the umpires are saying that is the end of the over, and that is the end of 12. Again, the TCL-Youth are 62 for 4. And Vishwas Sodhi will be bowling this 13th over. And here comes Vishwas Sodhi, coming in for the first ball of the 13th over. And right on the off stump, played through cover point, should pick up 2, pushing for 2, throw comes in and they get 2 quite easily in the end. A little bit anticlimactic of what it was built up to be, and this is exactly what the TCL Youth would want. They want to start picking up these singles.